The Saraswati River is not merely a river, it's a mythology, a memory, a mystery, and perhaps the greatest unsolved chapter of the Indian subcontinent. Today, when we speak of Saraswati, we imagine a dry ribbon of land running through the Thar desert, a paleo channels buried under dunes, a ghost of water that once rode like a goddess. Modern seasonal streams bear her name, but the real Saraswati, the great Vedic river, is believed to have vanished thousands of years ago. It in the Vedas, especially the Rig Veda. Saraswati is described in the way that no poet would reserve the mere stream. She is introduced as Ambit Tume, Nadi Tume, Devi Tume, the mothers, the river, the goddess. In the heart of India's subcontinent, beneath the golden sands of Thar, like a secret the world forgot, a secret of river that once thundered like a goddess, a river that saved civilization, inspired scriptures, and craved destiny of an ancient world. Today she exists only as the whisper in the wind, a faint shadow beneath the dunes, a memory woven into hymns older than history itself. Tonight we reopen her last chapter. We dive into the river that no longer flows, a civilization that vanished with her, and a mystery that refuses to fade. This is the story of a river that lived like a goddess, died like a legend, and wait even today to be rediscovered. This is the last Saraswati mythology or buried civilization. This is Parinita and you are watching NTV. The text declared her a massive perennial river born in the Himalaya, flowing between the Yamuna and Satluj, finally meeting the Arabian Sea. These words aren't metaphors, they are geography set in poetry. Ancient accounts place thriving human settlements along her banks. Archaeology later confirmed this. Some of the largest Harappan cities bloom not on the Indus but on the bank of Las Saraswati, a water powerful enough to support one of humanity's earliest urban cultures. But then the text says something chilling. The river vanished at the place called Vinashana, the point disappearance, a goddess drowned in silence. Today legends speak of her still following underground. Devotees believe she met the Ganga and Yamuna at the Triveni Sangam. And in the Vana village near Badrinath, a small crystalline river also bears her name, following under the mythical Bhim pool believed to be placed by Bhima himself. Mythology, history, geology, devotion, everything about Saraswati collides, creating one of the most dramatic scientific mythological mysteries India has ever seen. The curse, the civilization, and the science. If mythology had to be believed, Saraswati's disappearance was mere accident of nature. One popular story claims he vanished under the weight of divine curse. It is said the Rishi Vyasa, reciting the Mahabharata, chose Ganesha as his scribe. As the legend goes, the roaring waters of the Saraswati drowned Vyasa words, disputing the square dedication when the river refused to quieten. Lord Ganesha cursed her. You shall disappear from the wall, sinking into the earth. Remember only in the stories. Symbolic of a real event. Shockingly, yes. Because modern science now reveals that something powerful did silence the river. A modern tributary of Alkanda River, originally near Badrinath, is also named the Saraswati River. This tributary joins the Alaknanda at Kesaprayag in Mann village. The Ghaggar-Hakra river system, a seasonal river in northern India and Pakistan, is widely accepted as the remnant of ancient Saraswati physical course. Scientific data indicates that the ancient Saraswati river ceased to exist in its original form approximately 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. This designation is attributed to climatic changes and tectonic shifts that altered the flow of its Himalayan tributaries. Evidence suggests its presence persists as underground water or as paleo channels beneath the desert. Reportedly, initiatives are underway to revive the scientific region between 2002 and 2004. Advanced satellite imagery from IRS SpaceX AWIFS and the LISS 333 began picking up long dark bands beneath the Thar Desert. Ancient river beds, remote sensing, GIS analysis, the geographical survey confirmed. These were the paleo-channels of massive rivers stretching across Haryana, Rajasthan and into Pakistan. Then came the breakthrough of 2019 research from IIT Bombay and the Physical Research Laboratory, Ahmedabad, used to isotopic fingerprinting of ancient sand deposits. Their findings were staggering. The river was Himalayan glacier. It was perennial, not seasonal, followed robustly between 9,000 and 4,500 years ago. It perfectly matched the Harappan peak of civilization. The Saraswati was no method, was a scientifically reality, a water giant whose disappearance reshaped history itself. Geological studies reveal the major tectonic uphills in the Himalaya and the Sivalik ranges. These movements divert the course of Yamuna and the Satluj, two rivers that once fed the Saraswati. Monsoon patterns weakened over the millennia. Slowly, initially, the river began to die. Archaeological Survey of India excavations and Bhirana on the other sides reveals mature Harappan settlements directly dependent on the river. As the Saraswati declined, so did the civilization. Cities like Kalibagan, Rakhigari, Banwali were abandoned. People didn't disappear. They migrate eastward toward the Ganga plain, marking one of the largest ancient environmental migration in the human history. A goddess had fallen with her civilization. The final chapter of Saraswati is tragic yet awe-inspiring. For thousands of years, a mighty glacier-fed river craved his destiny across the subcontinent. Harappan cities glimmered along her banks, traders ferried goods, and the farmer plugged fertile soils. And the sages composed hymns in her Hanu, a safe dip beneath the earth. A change in the sky above, a slow betrayal by the river that once fed her. The Satluj turned westwards, the Yamuna drifted eastwards, and the monsoon weakened. The land cracked open, the river shrank, broke into the fragments, then disappeared into the desert sands. A civilization watched its lifeline die, and its Saraswati refused to forgotten. Even after 4,000 to 5,000 years, her footprints remain. Today, several Indian states are attempting to revive parts of her course through the Saraswati Heritage Project. Models are built to predict water flow and quality. Scientists continue to explore whether regenerating underground channel is possible. Why this obsession with a river that vanished millennia ago? Because Saraswati is not just a river, she is a memory of who we are, the mystery of what we lost, and the symbol of what shaped one of the world's earliest civilization. Her story is the story of India of nature, of mythology of science, of glory of collapse, of disappearance and the rediscovery. And perhaps the sand of third still whisper her name, waiting for the world to listen again.